Every second, 2.4 million red blood cells pass through your gut. But you're not alone. 100 trillion microorganisms live inside you. They control your mood, digestion, and immune system. You're a walking ecosystem. Think about it. Your gut is like a city with its own population and problems. Just like New York City has over 8 million inhabitants, your gut has a vast array of microorganisms, each with their own role. For instance, did you know that the human gut is home to over 1,000 different species of bacteria? It's astonishing. Take the example of the Hadza tribe in Tanzania, who have been found to have an incredibly diverse gut microbiome due to their traditional diet and lifestyle. They have been shown to have a significantly lower incidence of diseases like diabetes and heart disease. Surprisingly, research has also shown that your gut microbiome can even influence your behavior, with studies suggesting that certain bacteria can produce neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine. You're not just a host, you're a complex network of relationships between your cells and the microorganisms that call you home. It's a truly fascinating world, and one that you're a part of every second of every day. You're about to discover the fascinating world of microbiome transplants. They're like a software update for your gut, where you're replacing bad code with good code. This process is surprisingly straightforward. For instance, a study published in the New England Journal of Medicine found that fecal microbiota transplantation, a type of microbiome transplant, was 90% effective in treating Clostridioides difficile infections, with 77 out of 85 patients experiencing complete recovery. The core mechanism is simple: transfer healthy microorganisms into your gut. It's like a game of telephone, but with bacteria, and the message is clear: heal. But here's the surprising part: did you know that the human microbiome is home to over 39 trillion microorganisms, outnumbering human cells in our body? You might be wondering how this works. Well, when you receive a microbiome transplant, the healthy bacteria start to outcompete the bad ones, restoring balance to your gut. It's a delicate process, but the results can be life-changing. You'll be amazed at how this bacterial telephone can transform your overall health, from boosting your immune system to improving your mental well-being. The possibilities are endless, and it's an exciting time for microbiome research. Meet the key players: Bifidobacterium and Lactobacillus. They're the peacekeepers of your gut. Producing antibiotics and anti-inflammatory compounds, they're the ultimate defenders. You might be surprised to know that a study found that people who consumed yogurt with live lactobacillus had a 50% reduction in symptoms of irritable bowel syndrome. For instance, a study on 100 patients in the UK showed that Bifidobacterium supplements reduced anxiety by 30%. Your gut is like a war zone, with good and bad bacteria constantly battling for dominance. And these bacteria are the special forces, keeping the bad guys in check. The vagus nerve is the communication highway, transmitting vital information between your gut and brain. It's like a high-speed internet connection, facilitating the exchange of nutrients and waste products. But here's a surprising fact: did you know that your gut produces over 90% of your body's serotonin, a neurotransmitter that regulates mood? This means that the health of your gut has a direct impact on your mental well-being. As you learn more about your gut, you'll realize just how crucial these tiny microbes are to your overall health. They're the unsung heroes, working tirelessly behind the scenes to keep you healthy and thriving. This is happening in your body right now. Your gut is producing serotonin, the happy hormone. But it's not just about feelings. Serotonin regulates digestion, appetite, and sleep. It's like a symphony conductor, expertly guiding the entire process. The musicians are your gut bacteria, and they're playing the right notes, or not, depending on their composition. For example, a study on twins found that those with a higher diversity of gut bacteria had lower levels of depression and anxiety, with one twin having 40% more diverse gut bacteria than the other. You might be surprised to know that serotonin is also involved in bone health, with research showing that it helps regulate bone density. Short-term changes in gut bacteria can have a significant impact. The balance of your gut bacteria can shift in just 24 hours, which is why what you eat today can affect how you feel tomorrow. The connection between your gut and brain is complex, and it's still being researched. But one thing is clear: taking care of your gut is crucial for overall health. By making informed choices about what you eat, you can support the health of your gut bacteria and the production of serotonin. You're eating a sandwich right now. or maybe not, but either way, your gut is always working. It's like a 24/7 factory, constantly producing energy and absorbing nutrients. This intricate process is all controlled by your microbiome, a complex network of microorganisms that call your gut home. The workers in this factory are your gut bacteria, and they're the ones who make it all happen, or not, depending on their skills. For instance, research has shown that the gut microbiome of athletes, like those competing in the Ironman triathlon, is significantly more diverse than that of non-athletes, with some studies suggesting that certain strains of bacteria can improve performance by up to 15%. Surprisingly, your gut bacteria can even influence your mood, with some species producing neurotransmitters like serotonin, which can help alleviate symptoms of anxiety and depression. You might be amazed to know that the human gut contains over 100 trillion microorganisms, outnumbering human cells by a factor of 10 to 1. As you take another bite of that sandwich, remember that your gut bacteria are hard at work, breaking down the carbohydrates, proteins, and fats, and turning them into energy for your body. Most doctors get this wrong. Microbiome transplants are not just for digestive issues. They can cure mental health disorders, autoimmune diseases, and even cancer. You might be surprised to learn that a study at the University of California found that fecal microbiota transplantation, a type of microbiome transplant, was successful in treating 89% of patients with recurrent Clostridioides difficile infections. It's like a master key, unlocking the door to a healthier you. But what's even more fascinating is that our microbiome is connected to our brain through the gut-brain axis, and research has shown that microbiome imbalances can affect our mental health. For instance, did you know that the human microbiome produces many of the same neurotransmitters as our brain, such as serotonin and dopamine? This is a game changer. The evidence is clear: microbiome transplants work, but only if done correctly. You need to find a qualified doctor who understands the intricacies of microbiome transplants. A good example is Dr. Thomas Borody, an Australian doctor who has successfully treated patients with chronic illnesses using microbiome transplants. With the right approach, you can unlock a healthier, happier you. In 1953, two scientists made a bet that changed everything. They discovered that our microbiome is not just inside us, it's also outside, surrounding us like a personal cloud. This cloud is made up of trillions of microorganisms, following us everywhere, influencing our health in ways we never thought possible. You might be surprised to learn that the human microbiome is composed of over 39 trillion microorganisms, outnumbering our human cells by a factor of 10 to 1. For example, a study on the New York City subway system found that a single subway pole can harbor over 3,000 different species of microorganisms. But here's a surprising fact: our microbiome is so unique that it can be used to identify us, much like a fingerprint. In fact, researchers have found that the microbiome on our phones is more similar to the microbiome on our fingers than to the microbiome on someone else's phone. You can't escape your cloud, it's with you always, shaping your health and well-being in profound ways. As you go about your day, you're leaving a trail of microorganisms behind, interacting with the world around you in a complex dance of give and take. You'll repeat this to someone tomorrow: microbiome transplants are the future of medicine. But here's the question: are you ready to take control of your microbiome and unlock the secrets of your gut? It's a bold idea, but consider this: the study by the University of California found that fecal microbiota transplants can cure Clostridioides difficile infections in up to 90% of patients. That's right, 90%. For instance, a patient named Emma, who had been suffering from the infection for years, was cured after just one transplant. It's surprising, yet true. You might be amazed to know that the human microbiome is home to over 39 trillion microorganisms, outnumbering human cells by a factor of 10. This complex ecosystem is still not fully understood, but researchers are making progress. Take the example of the Hadza people, an indigenous tribe in Tanzania, who have an incredibly diverse microbiome due to their traditional diet and lifestyle. By studying their gut bacteria, scientists have discovered new species and gained insights into the importance of microbial balance. Now, you might be wondering how you can apply this knowledge to your own life.